Hello, Advent. I know we're just a few days from Christmas and we're all very excited about that. I'm sending out this announcement to look ahead because I want to make sure you carve out some time on your calendar in January. Specifically, I'm thinking of the weekend of January 24th and 25th. That's a Friday and Saturday. This is a save the date. We are going to be having our first of what I hope will become a recurring thing in our church, which is a weekend seminar, a weekend formational seminar. We're experimenting with a new format. We've been trying to figure out what are the best ways to create opportunities for discipleship, for us to go deep together as a community into various topics to equip you for ministry. And so we're going to be hosting a weekend seminar on this weekend in January, focusing on the topic of a biblical vision of sexuality and how the church can become a place of welcome and hospitality and ministry to those in the LGBTQ community. I know this is a topic that is very personal for many of us. It's one that's also very difficult and complicated for many of us. And this is a topic that I have long wanted an opportunity to be able to explore as a church family. And it relates directly to our vision for what I believe we are called to in the city. And this is especially relevant as we contemplate our move into Shaw, into our building. How do we cultivate a vision that is rooted in biblical sexuality and yet is a proactive vision for hospitality and ministry to those in the LGBTQ community? And in order to have this conversation, to help facilitate it, we're going to be bringing in a good friend of mine, the Reverend Dr. Aubrey Spears. Up until recently, Aubrey was the rector of the Church of the Incarnation in Harrisonburg, Virginia. They're in our diocese, but he's recently moved to take the helm of a church in Houston called Apostles. And so he's just recently moved, but he has done wonderful work on this in their church and in their community. And I've asked him to come and spend the weekend with us. So the seminar will be Friday evening. We'll go through much of Saturday, and then he'll actually be preaching for us on Sunday during the worship service. And there's going to be a small cost associated with this simply to help us cover the costs because our budget is pretty lean right now. But I do think this is an incredibly important topic, so I don't want that to be a hindrance to you. In fact, my heart would be to get the majority of our people, the majority of you, to be a part of this. Because my hope is that it helps to catalyze a longer church-wide conversation that leads to vision and action. And so this seminar is going to be happening on the 24th and 25th of January. We're not going to have childcare available. It's going to be hosted at the Whitelaw Hotel in Shaw in the ballroom. It's a beautiful space, but we will not have facilities for childcare. But our childcare reimbursement fund is available, so please make good use of that. I highly encourage you to sign up. We'll have some food there, provide some food and refreshments, and we'll make a weekend of it. And then this will actually kick off a 10-week class that will be happening during the Adult Sunday School hour that continues this topic. So a 10-week class to create an opportunity for us to continue the conversation and continue learning together. And I'm going to be helping to facilitate that, so I'm very much looking forward to it. So mark your calendars. We'll be sending out more information as the time approaches. If you want to sign up as soon as that's available, go ahead and do it, because I do believe, regrettably, that space will be somewhat limited. Again, that's January 24th and 25th. It'll be 7 to 9 p.m. on Friday night, and then 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. And then obviously wrapping things up during worship on Sunday. Until then, I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. I pray that in these final days of Advent, God would be preparing our hearts to celebrate and receive Christ, who has entered the world for our sake, out of his love for us. I look very much forward to worshiping with you. And if I don't see you before, I will definitely see you Sunday.